Okay, Elyv-Lee, recording number 2. We're on visual elements. So yes, reinforcing brand awareness in consumers. Talk about the positioning of the logo. Then in your next one, you're going to analyze the use of color in advertisement 1, and show that you understand that it's the designers who are using these visual elements. Remember, you have to show your understanding of the ways in which creators of texts use stylistic and conventional features to have an effect on their audience. Each object in the second advertisement protrudes. It doesn't protrude. It has been foregrounded by the designer's choice of layout and graphics. Okay, so you have to make sure, I did say this in class, you need to make sure that you are using the language from that handout, Elements of Visual Language. And there are 2 advertisements to show you how to incorporate that technical language into your analysis. And you need to make sure that you're doing this, okay? So you need to talk about the advertiser's use of color, or the advertiser's use of body language of the little girl, the way that they've positioned let's just have a look, the way, how it's positioned, what camera angle has been used. Here it's special effects, really, isn't it? Well, there's no, the hot pink background again. What does that make you think? Is it aimed at boys? This looks much more like it's aimed at little girls. And the hippopotamus box, it's all these girly colours. So you need to show your understanding of that. Look at the angle. We're looking slightly down. Here, the angle is straight on, but as you said, you've got this mid shot, but I'm coming back down now. Okay, so each object in the second advertisement protrudes. Well, they seem to float on this background, hot pink background color, which, yes, contrasts with the yellows, oranges, beige, white and black in the print, making the advertisement stand out and eye-catching towards young children. Yes. Okay. Make sure you're using comparative language. So both adverts use the rule of thirds. Okay, which present their products more prominently to endorse. What you're saying is, again, it makes the product more visible. However, I think if you look at the 2 advertisements, in this one, the product is the focus. In the Choice is Good advertisement, the product's not so much the focus. The main focus is the little girl and this happiness and total focus that she's got on the product. So this is creating a mood, an emotional connection of happiness and satisfaction. Okay? And this one, the background, there's no person, there's no little girl in it, but this seems to be emphasizing this idea of fun. Gosh, your kids are going to have so much fun when they come and get this happy meal. Or to the kids themselves, you're going to pester. This looks like so much fun. You are going to pester your parents to get this meal for you. Okay, so I think you need to be careful. They're not both foregrounding the product. Yes, the product in this one is visible, but the focus is on the little girl. Okay, Elyv-Lee, you need to make that clear. I'm coming back down. So just tidy up this part. Yep. And just be very clear. You can start with the logo, then move on to color, lighting and color, and actually structure your paragraph here under those different topic sentences. So both advertisements use lighting and color effectively to engage their target audience. In the first advertisement, lighting and color highlight the little girl and the background. The girl's clothes create a connection with the product, etc. In the second advertisement, lighting isn't used, is it? Because it's created digitally. So it's color and layout is used to position, to make the products the focus of the advertisement. And the connection is fun. And this is connecting with the target audience. The target audience of the first one is predominantly parents, but not ruling out the children, because they will be able to see the look of happiness on the little girl. They'll be able to see that she's eating a happy meal. But it's focusing on the parents and the idea of choice for happy children. And the second one is focused on children, young children, in fact, because of the simple language, the hot pink colors. It's very child friendly. So that's what you need to be just structuring this very systematically. And also, this isn't a long shot. It's a mid shot because we see her in the with the background, and we see her pretty much from the waist up. So just look at your structure here. I would go through, you've sort of touched on various elements, but it's sort of jumping all over the place. So I would do topic sentence for each visual element. So both designers use camera shots and angles. Both designers use color and lighting, whereas the first one uses color and lighting to create this connection, etc. The second one uses color, very much aimed, popping candy color, which is aimed to attract young children and probably girls. Okay, so you have to show that you understand that all of these are to create an emotional connection. Okay, remember back to what you've said the connection is. Is it an appeal to health and happiness for the first one? And in the second one, probably happiness and fun. Okay, so a little bit more technical language needed here and a little bit more organized structure. Social context we've talked about. Language features. Well, they're not minimal because the first one uses a lot of language. I just can't read it all. And again, you've used this peripheral route of persuasion, which I'm not sure what it means. Yes, we're focused on the images and the ad, but the first ad has a lot more language and you haven't actually analysed it. Second one, you need to analyse the fact that it's language that is very simple and easily accessible to young children who haven't yet developed their reading skills. Fun toy. Children from the age of 4 can probably read that. So they have chosen language to target their audience. Bright, bold letters. Talk about the font used. Talk about the colours used. Talk about the layout. You've only written a very short part here on your language. And actually, it deserves more than that. So you need to work on that part. Okay, overall, you need to really edit this. It's really difficult to understand, and you're not actually evaluating. You need to evaluate which of these advertisements, in your opinion, given the analysis that you've just done, is most effective at conveying its core message to its target audience. Now you're going to need to decide on that. It doesn't have to be long. We're mainly looking at your analysis, but you have to actually conclude here which one is more effective. Okay, so a little bit of work to be done, Elyv-Lee. Good luck and happy drafting.